Pax8 Beyond 2025. What an event. Third year they've had it. I've had the great pleasure of being there for all three. This one was the biggest. It was over 3,400 total attendees, 2,400 partner registrations, like over 40 breakouts and over 40 education sessions. It was the entertainment was fantastic. Snoop Dogg came out and performed. It was a really, really great event. Podcast was there, of course. We had a whole podcasters row. I think there was 10 of us. It was fantastic. It was done very, very well. I was able to, me and my team, we conducted 24 interviews, had 24 great conversations there in Denver. Kathleen Lord, lessons from the saddle, grit, growth, and tech insight. Great conversation with Kathleen. Aaron Pederick, yes, coaching cybersecurity and real life comebacks. Fascinating story Aaron has. Shlomi, of course, I've known Shlomi Jan for a little while now. Really, really insightful. Really like talking to Shlomi. Kim Simmons, my goodness, what such energy, such life. I hope to be working more with her and her team. They were gracious enough to invite me to a dinner. It was they've got a great product, smarter. The name of the episode is Creativity Meets Contracts. Colin Britton, of course, Formula One to Intune. Great partner there. Colin, great conversation with Intune with his great platform. Marco LaVecchia, data, purpose, and the MSP playbook. Great conversation with Marco. Rex Frank, my old friend. I've known Rex for, 15, 20 years. He's there at Pax8. Really knowledgeable. Learned some things about him I didn't know during our conversation. Oh my goodness, Lorna Berman. What a delight. What an absolute delight to talk to Lorna and her team riding Malibu and running MSP Ops. She's got a horse named Malibu, but great insight, great platform they had there too. Tom Harshbarger. My goodness, I've known Tom since he was at Microsoft about 20 years. Now he's with this great firm, Metallica, misconfigs and mindset. We talk a lot about that. Great conversation with Tom. Lewis, of course, Begdanis from Uvilla. Great conversation. I start off with cooking. I like to cook, and he does too. Meatball Mindset and MSP projects. Darren Swan, great conversation with Darren. I've known Darren for a little while now. Enjoyed talking to him. Opened the conversation with Vinyl, Espresso, and Cyber Trust. Pinar, yes, I love speaking with Pinar. Pickleball, Possums and Proactive Security. Great conversation with Pinar, CEO of that great firm. Tanya, of course, got to know Tanya. We had a great conversation on the phone before we met there and had the conversation in Denver. Tanya Alfonso from Kitchen to Cybersecurity. Damo, I love talking to Damo, of course, from Super Ops. Barbells and AI for MSPs. Great conversation with Demo. Charlie Tomio. I've known Charlie for 15, 20 years now. Great talking. We talk about, phishing and MSP automation, the great Roost platform. Ryan Etteridge, Black Belts and CyberCert. Great conversation with Ryan. Fascinating insight. The martial arts plays on people's lives. Joe Saunders, cigars, securities, and self-reflection. Great conversation with Joe. Rob Ray, been in the community for, I've known him since he was even before Dado, fellow Connecticut resident. Great talking to Rob. He's doing great things there as vice president there at Pax8. Drew Schlessel, of course, great talking about their Wasabi platform. We actually became a partner as well. The platform is so good. Chance Weaver, AI adoption. He's there at Pax8 talking about his great story and how he got there, but he's working on AI adoption at Pax8. Christopher Marquez. I've had the good pleasure of knowing Christopher for a little while now. We talk about Chile, coaching and cyber threats. Really great insight from Christopher. Chris Day, been in the, my goodness, I've known him since, from IT Glue all the way where he is now at ScalePad. Been in the system for a long, been in the channel, the community for a long time. Gene Kim, surfboard, security, and staying operational. Enjoyed talking to Gene. I had the chance to meet him at Secure, ConnectWise Secure. And lastly, Ken Tripp, Microsoft Copilot and compliance. Great conversations there at Pax8 Beyond 2025. Incredible event. Can't wait to see what they come up with next. Hi, I'm Joey Pinz, and here's my 45-second introduction. After starting my business in the 90s, I started developing poor habits of eating in my diet because of working way too much. Before you know it, I found myself 340 pounds. The doctor told me if I don't lose the weight, I'm not going to see my daughter graduate. Took the next 7 months, lost 130 pounds. People think there's some secret. Ask me, how'd you lose that weight? Like there's some secret. There is no secret. How'd I lose the weight? Just one word: discipline. I've had other successes in life, and I attribute them all to discipline. Now, I'm not the king of discipline, but I believe that it can help all of us. Friends, colleagues convinced me to start a podcast. The podcast mission: how do we better ourselves and society? I talk to interesting people in health, fitness, sport, wellness, business, technology, science, art, and culture. And I eventually ask them how discipline plays a role in their life. Podcast vision: growth through learning from others. How do you make your chili?
Oh, how do I make that?
Yeah, you won the Pax8 cook-off.
Are we live now? Or,
Keep going.
It's Grandma's secret recipe.
Oh, you can't say.
I mean, I can tell you.
Just give me some general
very
ingredients.
Basement. So,
yeah,
you know,
beans?
No, pork butt. It's green chili. It's pork butt. It's diced roasted tomatoes. 1-2 cans, depending on, you know, what your palate for tomatoes is. And then the key is and then you obviously have to have the green chilies.
Yes.
We like Pueblo Hatch. My family gets it from all over, so you got to have the green chilies. But the secret is you got to slow cook it, right? And then you got to take the juices from the pork butt after letting it slow cook for, you know, probably a good 8-10 hours.
Wow.
And you take that juice and you take it out and you put it in a pan and you make the roux. And it's the roux or gravy, whatever you want to call it, that you mix with those juices, a little bit of butter and flour. It's that consistency that really kind of pulls it all together. Then you shred it, add everything together, and then let it sit for another few hours, and you can be ready.
How often are you making chili, Chris?
As often as the wife wants me to.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's her favorite meal. So.
But it takes a while.
Yeah, but it's a pretty easy meal. You know, it's like 3 ingredients plus some seasonings, and you know, just let it slow cook. Let it slow cook.
No beans, no beef.
Nope. Just it's pork butt.
In this fast-paced MSP landscape, how do you stay ahead? Introducing MSPinfluencer.com, your ultimate hub for MSP news, insights, and community connection, powered by Forza Dash. More than 75,000 MSPs subscribe to our MSP Influencer Pulse weekly newsletter, staying informed and ahead of industry trends. Tune in to emerging podcasts from Joey Pinz and leading MSP voices, offering essential tips, powerful insights, and success stories. Explore our multi-authored blogs, crafted specifically for MSP leaders, delivering fresh perspectives and actionable strategies. Celebrate excellence with the industry-leading Forza Dash MSP Influencer Awards, recognizing innovation, leadership, and impact in the MSP community. Join thousands of MSP professionals who trust MSPinfluencer.com to grow their business and expand their networks. MSPinfluencer.com, where today's MSP leaders connect, collaborate, and conquer, all powered by the Forza Dash platform, helping MSP vendors work effectively with MSPs and helping MSPs grow. It's all pork.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. And how long have you been doing this?
Oh, you know, since my grandma taught me.
I see.
Maybe a little later in life, though, when I grew up and actually decided to stop eating, you know, college ramen meals back in the day.
Right.
A lot's changed.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that sounds wonderful. I'm not a big chili guy. It's not that I never cook it, but I never really kind of seek it out. I should, though. I love chili.
Yeah, it's kind of my heritage, right? And so I came out basically eating Hispanic food and spicy food, but you know, that's not, my palate goes all over now as an adult.
Wow. And given your background, why do you love to play hockey so much?
I actually grew up playing hockey here in Colorado. So I'm born and raised Denver native, and yeah, I started off playing football and then started playing hockey at a young age and ended up just having a knack for it, worked hard, played throughout high school, and yeah, just now I've got a 6-year-old son and he's playing hockey, and yeah, we love it.
It's a great sport, man. Yeah. We only played street hockey. I didn't play any on the ice, and I love watching it. So Avalanche, couple rough seasons, but they used to be good at one point.
I mean, we're still very good. What do you mean?
Okay.
Used to that is offensive.
Did they make the postseason?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, did. And
yeah,
who get knocked out by?
I don't want to talk about it. We lost to Dallas, and our former player Mika Rantanen, who we traded, he ate us up.
Yes.
But no, we're very good. We're top team in the league still. We just figure a few things out. We'll be back in cup contention in no time.
Sure. I remember when Patrick Waugh was the keeper.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
good old Patty Waugh.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm from Connecticut, so we had the Hartford Whalers.
Yes.
And they moved down to Carolina. The year they moved down, they won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, that first year. You know what's funny about that? Or maybe not funny, but same thing. The Avalanche, they came from being the Quebec Nordiques in 96.
Oh, that's right.
And in 96, we won the Stanley Cup our first year as well.
Wow. I'm in Tampa Bay now, so I go to a lot of Lightning games.
Yeah.
And we got knocked out by the Panthers, who are in the Stanley Cup now, doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Since when is Florida the capital? Because in the last 7 years, like the Stanley Cup has lived in either Tampa or Miami. How can Florida, right, because Tampa won back-to-back, how can Florida possibly have great hockey?
People like warm weather. That's my stance.
I know I do. That's why I went.
You know, I'm a Colorado boy, and the wife's been trying to get me to move for quite some time,
Really?
and I've always resisted because this is my home.
Yes.
I like the mountains and dry climate, but I'll tell you what, I travel a lot now. I spend a lot of time on the coast and in humid climates and at sea level, and I'll tell you what, I can breathe better.
Yeah.
My bones feel a little better in this old age.
It's true. Once I became empty nest, I started wintering there. I'm from the Northeast. I told you, Connecticut. And then I moved there a year ago. I freaking love it. Yeah, but I play golf. I'm an outdoor.
Oh, me too. I love
that's
golf.
Right.
That's
You're a golfer as well.
The wife tries to get me.
That's right. You're
She's
a
like,
golfer.
you could golf year round out there.
Yes, you can. And the thing around here is that it's a 1-2 club difference at this elevation.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I play with
farther,
guys
deeper.
It's unbelievable. I hit my 7-iron with a 250 or something.
Yeah, you're coming out here. You're like, dang, I hit the ball far. I could go pro.
Yeah.
It's my time.
Not the case at sea level. Yeah, that's for sure. We're here at Pax8 Beyond. It's in Denver, your hometown. What are some of your goals this week, Chris?
Oh, man. Goals for the week have just been to embrace the community like we always do, right? Talk to our existing partners, figure out how we can help, what we can do better, how we can help them go to market within their customer base, what the roadmap they want to see from us is. And then with the new partners, just education. Learning, and not education for them about IronScales, but education for us about what these partners' needs are and what their customers' needs are, so we can learn and we can develop based off of what the MS community wants, what the MSP community wants.
IronScales helps MSPs do what?
IronScales helps MSPs protect against advanced phishing, spam, account takeovers, any kind of email attack that would come through. We help optimize and make their processes more efficient. And so IronScales taps in through through that Graph API. We have an adaptive AI technology that really eliminates a lot of the escalation processes that partners face today, a lot of the back-end rule creation and vulnerabilities that come along with creating an allow list and account takeover attacks that could happen. And so we're really here to look at not only malicious content, but malicious intent. And then the other biggest piece of what we do is education once again. It's more important now than ever with the advanced attacks that we see out there for MSPs and their customers to know what to look out for. And so the security and awareness training and phishing simulation aspect of what we do is huge for our partners as well.
So when MSPs are looking for a good partner in this area, Chris, what should they be asking prospective vendors?
In this space, I think that's a great question, right? Because it has been commoditized in a lot of situations.
There's players.
Yeah, different players. There's, the ecosystem is huge. There's 10 EDR vendors,
Right.
50 EDR vendors, 50 email security vendors, 50 continuity vendors. And so I think what the MSPs should be asking is this efficient? How is this going to function within our stack? Is this going to be easy for our techs to deploy? Is this going to be easy for our techs to manage on the back end? Because one of the things that I've learned in my decade of working in this space, working with MSPs day in and day out, is that time is the enemy of all managed service contracts. And so the more time a partner is spending on vendor or customer support because of a vendor, it's eating into their margins, which affects their bottom line.
Yeah,
and they could be focused on more revenue generating business. The other thing that I would say partners need to focus on is like, how can you help me go to market? How can you help me sell? Can you co-sell with us? Are there tools within your system that can showcase vulnerabilities that will allow me to leverage your solution to win the deal and to bring that, that revenue into our organization?
Hey, Joey Pinz here. Want to take your podcast experience to the next level? I'm excited to invite you to become a YouTube member. It's the absolute best way to support the channel and enhance your connection. Join our amazing community and unlock the incredible perks, custom loyalty badges, exclusive emojis, and priority comment replies. Your voice will always stand out. Be the first to watch new videos with early access, receive special membership shoutouts, and get exclusive behind-the-scenes photos and updates. Dive into content available only to our members, special videos, deep dives, and insider perspectives. Engage directly with me. Suggest podcast topics you want to hear, and even get personalized video shoutouts. Hit the join button right now and become part of something special. Let's build this amazing community together. I can't wait to welcome you as a new member. Join the Joey Pinz family today. What's the best part about working with MSPs? Why do you like it so much?
The passion.
Yeah.
I think it's the care. What MSPs do, what partners do, these service providers do, is they take care of the SMBs and the businesses that keep our community going.
Yeah.
And so it's very serious. All MSPs, I believe, should take an immense amount of pride in what they do, because they're really keeping these entrepreneurs and their dreams and the people that work for them and their families, they're keeping them afloat, and they're keeping these communities afloat. And so that's my favorite thing about working with MSPs, is just seeing the outcomes that they can provide for their customers, for their communities, and for us in general. Yeah,
It's an incredible. I sold my MSP, as you know, in 2019, and when I'm asked today, I'm not good enough, Chris, to give advice. But when I say the three things that turned me around, I always say to MSPs: join a peer group, adopt an entrepreneurial operating system, some kind of business operating system, and hire a coach. What do you think about those three pieces?
The coaching piece is essential in any aspect of our life.
Good point.
I've been doing this for a decade. I came up through the Pax8 ecosystem. I know a lot, right? But what I do know is very minimal compared to what I don't know. And so having a coach and always being able to learn and have someone mentor you and have that outside perspective is key to growth and development in all aspects of life.
Yeah, it sure is.
And what was the other one?
Coaching business operating system.
Oh, business operating system.
There's plenty of them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Back to your previous question, is like, what should MSPs be looking for? What should they be asking? It's operationally it's huge. It's like, are you operationally efficient? Like, how can you help me save time? Can you help me reduce risk? Can you help me generate revenue? Right. Those things all intertwine. And when it comes to business operations, those are the key things, because it's finding a stack, finding a few solutions maybe within each category that work for you, and then moving forward with those. Because if you try to become a master of everything, it's never going to happen, right? And so having that the business operations aspect in check is only going to lead to better operational efficiency, more time, more revenue, less overhead, all of those different things.
What does IronScales do to be a great partner to MSPs?
Really, all of those things that I just mentioned, we've been trying to really do. We have built a program. There's no quotas. There's no minimums. There's no long-term agreements. We provide all of our partners a complimentary NFR so they can utilize us internally to protect themselves. And then what else we're doing is we're giving them that route to position us downstream. We have what's called a free email health check and free trials. And so you can put a customer with IronScales in a free trial in silent mode. It's maintenance only. We take 3 minutes to set up because we tap into the Graph API.
Wow.
And so the second that you set us up, we will go run a report on the last 90 days of that customer's ecosystem, and we will pull back every report that shows every single piece of mail that got missed that we would have classified, so they can see how truly vulnerable they are. And so from the sales aspect, we are giving them the tools that they need and the type of business model that they need to go position downstream. Now on the back end, what we're doing is providing that coaching. As you mentioned, that coaching pillar.
That's awesome.
Not only sales enablement, but technical enablement. They have a dedicated technical resource with us, a dedicated sales resource, a partner success manager. We are here to go to market with our partners. We're here to help co-sell with them. We are here to help them generate revenue.
So I think I told you my story, Chris. So I started the MSP in the 93, sold in 2019. But in the 90s, I was working way too hard. 14-hour days, 16-hour days, stranger to this, putting my health in the back seat. Next thing I know, in front of the doctor, she tells me I'm at 340 pounds. She says, if you don't lose this weight, you're not going to see your daughter graduate. Scared the hell out of me. Lost about 120 pounds in 6-7 months, kept it off. When I tell people this, you can't look at it as a finishing line either, right? These are lifelong changes. Have you ever been unhealthy? You look fit to me.
So between me and you, a lot of people, some people know this, like people close to me, but I struggled for a very long time with alcohol abuse, right? And it cost me. I lost big opportunities. I jeopardized relationships, and it wasn't good, right? I basically had that choice. It was my health. The doctor was telling me that, hey, this isn't good for you, but it's that whole family aspect. You know what it's like. If you're not going to live that long, you're not going to be around. You can't see your kids graduate. I have two 17-year-old daughters, a 6-year-old son. And so for me, I've been sober for quite a long time now. I've turned my life around.
Good for you.
I was immediately helped me lose weight. The mental side of it helped me. I think we all deal with a little bit of imposter syndrome from time to time. It helps me wrangle that, become more self-aware, understand my situation, understand how I'm acting. And so it's been a life-changing experience, and it's something, like you said, that it's never going to stop. It's something that I'm going to continue to be proud of and grateful for, and continue to down the path that I'm on right now, because it's been so much better than the path I was down before, which I'm sure you can attest to.
Want to show your love for discipline, inspiration, and the Joey Pinz podcast? Now's your chance. Introducing the brand new Joey Pinz merch store, where style meets discipline. Choose from premium apparel, cozy hoodies, stylish hats, durable bags, and your new favorite coffee mug, all featuring the iconic Joey Pinz logo. Perfect for podcast fans, discipline enthusiasts, or as unique gifts for friends and family. Every purchase supports the Joey Pinz Discipline Conversations podcast, helping us continue to inspire greatness and promote positive change. Visit joeypinz.com/store today and wear your discipline proudly. Joey Pinz merch. Wear it, share it, and live it. I still feel occasionally there's a 340-pound guy trying to get out.
Yeah.
You got to kind of. So when I tell this story, people always say, "How'd you do it with your secret?" I always say discipline, right? You have motivation, focus. How does discipline play a role in your life?
I wish I was better.
Yeah,
honestly,
we all do.
At certain things, but when it comes to the important things, it's family, it's faith, it's community. right? It's knowing that you're not alone and being able to communicate properly and be vulnerable. That is what I found to be the most essential and empowering part. And it's scary, right? It's scary to talk about your feelings and talk about like where you could do better, the things that, you know, you may think are shameful to you but may not be to other people, and you're never going to know the type of actual support you can get until you ask for help or communicate it with the people that you know or don't know.
You can't forget that you have people that love you, right?
Exactly.
It's important.
And you can't forget that you love you.
Yeah,
right?
that's a good
That's
point.
the biggest thing is, you know, being grateful. Like, you know, I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful for this community. I'm grateful to try to do better tomorrow, right? To try to be better tomorrow, to have a tomorrow, to not, you know, have the same cruxes that I had in the past. And so just that self-awareness and being able to practice gratitude and, you know, appreciate life and slow it down sometimes is essential, because as you know, we're sometimes 14, 16, 18-hour days, especially at these things. It's tough. And so you got to wake up and appreciate that, you know, you could be doing something worse.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not a lot better than this.
Have you always been an optimist?
I think so.
Yeah. Kids will do that to you. You
Yeah.
know, once I had kids, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to be cynical when you're looking at it.
It's, you know, my 17-year-old daughter's maybe a little bit, but my son, my daughters, my family, that's where the change happened, right? It's like I want to be the best person I can for me, so I can be the best person I can for them.
Very cool. So your message to MSPs this week is what, Chris?
Keep being creative.
Yeah.
Keep exploring. Be curious. Ask the right questions, and just keep doing what you're doing. We all appreciate it.
Great talking to you. I talk to you often, but great talking to you here on the mic.
Yes, sir.
Anybody who wants to get in touch with you, how can they do so?
They can either go to ironscales.com and go through the MSP registration, or they can reach out to me directly. C Marquez, Marquez at ironscales.com. I'm always available.
And you're on LinkedIn as well?
Oh, yeah, LinkedIn. Yeah, of course, LinkedIn. Any social, you can find me.
Thank you so much, Chris.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you for listening and or viewing Joey Pinz Discipline Conversations. Please share this episode with one or two of your friends who you think may benefit from the episode. Our website, www.joeypins.com. There you'll find lots of resources, and you could join our mailing list. Please follow us on all our social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Podcast information, the video version of our podcast is on YouTube. Please subscribe. Audio is on all major podcasting platforms. Please follow them. And if you like it, please consider giving 5-star rating. Would really appreciate that. Thank you again for listening or watching Joey Pinz Discipline Conversations.